what are they going to do in Phoenix? What are they going to do in Phoenix? They got swept by the Timberwolves. Now, don't get me wrong, the Timberwolves are very good. The Timberwolves are very good. They're a good basketball team. And they play defense. But Lord have mercy. I mean, Phoenix, it's over. Don't y'all think it's over? As quick as it got started, because this did not work. You've got to move off of somebody. They're not going to move off Durant, and they're not going to move off Booker. I think you got to trade Bradley Beal for parts. You got to trade Bradley Beal for spare parts. You got to get him out of there because number one, he was a shell of himself this year. You know, he wasn't very good. He was hurt. He doesn't conform to being a number 3, so that was bad. So you got to get him out of there. You just got to get him out. So I don't know what you're gonna do. You got to get a point guard. I don't know why they didn't think that they needed a point guard. That's one of the dumbest things that I've ever heard of. But whatever. They got to figure out something. My man, Mo Talk Sports says Bradley Beal's got a no trade clause. You got to talk him into being traded. You just have to. You got to talk him into being traded. You got whatever you can do. You got to get him out of there because it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's ugly. It is ugly. Whew. So, somebody's saying that Embiid is the version of Dak Prescott. No, he's not. Let's not be stupid now. Embiid hasn't been the reason that the 76ers have lost when he's healthy. So, that's a weird comment for somebody to make. But, yeah, Embiid hadn't been the reason. Now, I see him being hurt, but he hadn't been the reason. And especially this series, he hasn't been the reason. He's killing the Knicks. How about Tobias Harris? Where's he? Tobias Harris made $243 million in his NBA career. He's making $36 million. What's Tobias Harris doing? Averaging 8 points a game. That's your number 3? That's not enough. Come on, people. So, now here's a good comment. Again, Mo Sports talking about it. You're right. Suns are done. They're saying KD said the Suns didn't have him right. Oh, come on. Yeah, you're right. KD again. I'm done with KD, man. I am done with him constantly. Everybody gives LeBron all these problems. And they badmouth LeBron because of the decision and LeBron's this. They blame LeBron for everything. Yet LeBron not one time has asked for a trade. He has never asked for a trade. He has honored his contract everywhere that he has been. Kevin Durant has not. He has not. And yet, this is what we do. I just, oh, goodness. Again, he's mad. They're bad. The team is structured horribly. There was a lot of people, not me, I'm not going to take credit for it, but there was a lot of people out there that said that they were structured bad at the beginning of the season. I said not having a point guard was going to be a problem. But Lord have mercy. Just to be this bad, yeah, it's they got to do something different. Like I said, try to get Bradley Beal out of there. You got to talk him into it, out of his no trade clause. Sell him off for spare parts. Try to get you a point guard of some kind. You can't have 3 guys that are ball dominant and nobody to facilitate. That was never going to work. It didn't work. You have no center worth a damn. Pathetic. Then we got people over here. My man Ginger Snap saying LeBron's never going to be the GOAT. Do you see what I'm talking about? We're talking about Kevin Durant, but people yet still, it's like LeBron slept with their mother or something. You still got to badmouth them. It's absolutely unbelievable, people. Lord have mercy. You know I love you, Ginger, but come on, man. Lord have mercy. So, ugly. But they were bad. The Suns were bad. Yeah, that was bad. So, The Suns were bad. Suns were bad. That was ugly. That was ugly. So, and no, Ginger, I wasn't. I brought up LeBron as an example, my man. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't know what they're going to do. Honestly, I honestly don't know what they can do. But that was ugly. And they got swept. They should have got swept. What we should be talking about, and it's my mistake, it's my fault. We should be talking about Anthony Edwards and how good he is. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about Anthony Edwards taking the next step into being a superstar in this league. Let's talk about that. I apologize. We don't need to be talking about freaking the Suns and how bad they are. Let's talk about what Minnesota is and what Anthony Edwards is. Let's go that route. Because he dogged him. He talked trash. He told him he was coming. Pause. No diddy. And he came and just dominated the entire series. So it is what it is. It is what it is. I like Minnesota. I'm interested to see what they do in the next round, depending on who wins. These playoffs are just starting to heat up, in my opinion. So, New Orleans series is over. OKC is just blowing them out, just absolutely crushing them. So, just crushing them. But we'll see. Who gives Denver a tougher series, OKC or Minnesota? I don't know. I would think Minnesota, just because Minnesota's got a big guy that can kind of match up with Jokic a little bit better. But we'll see. Plus, that experience factor is going to come into play. Look, OKC is just so much better than the Pelicans, especially without Zion. They didn't get mentally tested in this first round. They haven't been mentally tested. That'll happen in the next round. So we'll see. We will see. So, my man, Houston Davis, New York, everything has arrived. We've been on it. We talked about New York. You missed it. I gave your Knicks your credit. I gave the Knicks credit. I said I was wrong about Philly winning in 6, and you missed it. I gave you your shine, brother. I give you your shine, and you wasn't here to hear it. But you're right. Like, hey, by the way, you were on Embiid. I said it. You missed it. I think that was one of the dirtiest plays I think I've ever seen anybody do in the NBA, what Embiid did. Grab a guy around his legs when he's going up to take a jump shot. That's about as weak as it gets. And then grab on it when he's coming down. Dirty basketball. No ifs, no ands, no buts. It was dirty basketball.